Hi, everyone. This is Reza. I am happy to try to share with you um, a sorting session that I thought might be useful. So this is data from our marmosets, and I'm just going to walk you through an interesting an example. So I just opened this file. It's about, in this case, you're seeing about 7 or 8 minutes of the data. Here we have the simple spike distribution. The spikes that are downward are being plotted here, and the LFP is being plotted here. So when looking at this, we see that there's potentially something here in the downward going spikes. And let's look at UMAP. Let's see what it finds us. So what we see is that potentially there's some complex spikes here. I'm going to select it. Okay, it does look like a complex spike. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to learn a template for it. And I notice here that the left side of distribution is being cut off. So I'm going to reduce this to, let's say, maybe 15, something like that. And we can reduce this a little bit as well. Let's go to 60. Okay, I'm going to reload this with those new thresholds. Takes it a second or two to compute it. There's our new UMAP for the potentially our complex spikes, and here's our potential simple spikes. So I'm going to go to the cluster module now. I'm going to label these guys here. Those are our complex spikes. I'm going to label them cell 1. This is the rest of them. Let's go over to the simple spikes now. I see about 2 clusters here, so I'm just going to pick one of these guys. Select this spike, label this. Also, I'm going to call this 1. Here we go. Okay, so that's this group here. So there's group 0 here, which is these smaller things. I'm just going to delete these here. Okay, so after these are deleted, you see nice distribution associated with the simple spike probability. Now I'm going to go select complex spike 1 group, and you see, there's a beautiful suppression for it. So this looks right. Complex spike cluster 1 is suppressing simple spike cluster 1. So I'm going to go back now to the complex spikes, and now we had a whole bunch of other data here, group 0 here. I'm just going to select it. Here they are. I'm going to shift these over to our simple spikes. Okay, now let's go over to our simple spikes. Let's see what we find. So some of those, you see these blue dots here? These are some of the spikes that were in our complex spike cluster that after they were shifted to the simple spikes, they're actually part of this same cluster. So I'm just going to reset my labels. I'm going to select this group here. I'm going to set this as spike set 1. Okay, so we have this other group of spikes here. This is some other spikes. We're not interested in it. I'm going to select this 0, select it, and I'm just going to delete these guys. And after I do that, look, we have completed our sorting of this 6 or 7 minutes of data. When I go back now to the main window, I have beautiful complex spikes, suppress my simple spikes, and here's my simple spike data. Now, there's this group out here, and we might be interested in looking at them. I'm going to go and go back to the cluster module, see what is this, what is that small grouping that was to the side. So I'm just going to select this. and we see that, well, they're just, they have this secondary spike that happened to come after the main spike. So that's fine, because there was an intrusion from another cell on here, but that belongs to the same cell, and as is shown by this nice suppression here that we see in both of our data. So I'm just going to keep that. So we are done with the um, uh, sorting of this 6 or 7 minutes of data. Okay.